We have already discussed about the commodity market equilibrium and the asset market equilibrium. So commodity market equilibrium, that is the IS curve, and asset market or the money market LM curve. So just one thumbnail view or one small revision, that is IS curve. The equation is y equals to a plus by plus ir plus g. We know that b is greater than 0 and less than 1 and I dash is less than 0. So now if we differentiate it, we will get dy equals to b into dy plus I dash dr, or we can do it, we can just reverse it, that b into dy plus I dash dr equals to dy, or I dash dr equals to dy into 1 minus b, or dr by dy equals to 1 minus b divided by I dash. So from the slope of IS curve, we know that b is constant. So higher the marginal propensity to so higher the interest sensitivity of private investment, lower will be the value of the slope. So we can write that I dash increases, that means IS curve is flatter, and I dash decreases, the IS curve will be steeper. Now similarly, we can come to the money market equilibrium and the LM curve. So LM equation, or the money market equilibrium, demand for money equals to supply of money. So demand for money, we can do it transaction demand K into P into Y plus LR equals to M bar by P. We can write it M bar, we can write it P. For time being, we are considering P as constant. So if we differentiate it, Kp into dy plus L dash dr equals to 0. For time being, P and K are, K is constant as per the quantity theory of money. P is, for time being, we are considering P as constant. So L dash dr equals to minus of Kp into dy, or dr by dy equals to minus Kp by L dash. So we know that L dash is less than 0. L dash indicates the interest sensitivity of the speculative demand for money. So higher the interest sensitivity of speculative demand for money, LM curve will be flatter, and lower the value of L dash, LM curve will be steeper. And now we will come to the simultaneous equilibrium. So IS curve indicates the product market equilibrium, LM curve indicates the money market equilibrium. So whenever we are considering both curves R and Y, so this is the IS curve that represents the relationship between Y and R that maintain product market equilibrium. And this is the LM. LM represents the relationship between R and Y that maintain the money market equilibrium. So whenever we have the intersection of these two curves indicates this is the equilibrium level of rate of interest and equilibrium level of income determined by the interaction of commodity and money markets. So this point indicates the simultaneous equilibrium in commodity and money market. So any point except T, so any point on IS curve here, this point will indicate the commodity market is in equilibrium, but the money market is not. Similarly, this point will indicate money market is in equilibrium, but commodity market is not. So now we will consider the stability of equilibrium. Stability means what? If there is any dispersion from the equilibrium, there will be automatic adjustment to restore the equilibrium. So now if we consider this point A. So now if we consider the perspective of the commodity market, it is at the right side of the IS curve. That means there is disequilibrium in the commodity market. So what kind of disequilibrium? Right side means excess supply. Similarly, it is below the LM curve. That means what? There is disequilibrium in money market also. So what kind of disequilibrium? Any point below the LM curve indicates there is excess demand for money. So what will happen? We know that if there is excess supply in the commodity market, there will be accumulation of inventory by the producers, and next time they will reduce the output. So there will be Y will move in leftward. Y will move in leftward direction. That means Y will fall. And what will be the R? There is excess demand in the money market. So we know that if there is excess demand in the money market, rate of interest will start to increase. And this process is continued unless the equilibrium is restored. Next, let us consider point B. So B is above the LM curve. That means there is excess supply in the money market, and B is at the right side of the IS curve. That means there is excess supply in the commodity market also. So if there is excess supply in money market, the rate of interest will fall. And if there is excess demand in the commodity market, the output level will also fall. Now, let us consider C. C is above the LM curve. That means there is excess supply in the money market. And C is at the left side of the IS curve. That means excess demand in the commodity market. So what we will see? If there is excess supply in the money market, rate of interest will fall. And if there is excess demand in the commodity market, there will be depletion of the stock of inventories. And whenever the inventory stock gets depleted, the producers, they have to produce more. So output level will increase. And now to take the fourth point, D. So at D, what we see? D is right side of the, below the LM curve. That means there is excess demand in the commodity market, and it is left of the IS curve. That means excess demand, below the LM curve, that means excess demand in the money market, and left side of the IS curve, that means excess demand in the commodity market. So what we will see? That output must increase and the rate of interest must rise. So all these adjustments prove the stability of point E. So this analysis is known as Hicks-Hansen analysis of stability in the ISLM framework. That means whenever we are considering the commodity and money market simultaneously. And this point is the stable equilibrium point. Why? Because any dispersion, if there is any dispersion from this point E, there will be automatic adjustment and this equilibrium will be restored again.